Nice World Videos. Yeah, we're back in Torrevieja, Costa Blanca with the latest news, and it ain't good news either. Even though we've got blue skies, but it's the last day. Because, yep, we've got another storm coming. We're going to have a little roundup with all the latest news, and yeah, a lot of it ain't good news, but we've got lots of things to get through. And of course, we've got to tell you something about this nutter. So yeah, we'll show you a video about it at the end of what you think of this nutter I'm going to show you, and you can let me know what we should do with him, because absolutely bonkers what he's just done. So yeah, I'll show you a video of that. We'll go through everything that's been going on in Spain, but first of all, we're on severe weather warning, and today's the last day of summer because we've got this cold drop again, another dana, and it's expected to come from tomorrow all the way up to Saturday. And yeah, Valencia is on the list again, and they could be getting more floods. Also recently Barcelona got some floods as well. Have a look at this clip. The Met Office is also letting everybody know, well, we call it the Met Office, but in Spain it's called the AEMET, and yeah, they've given a big warning out for Andalusia. They're on high alert, and the Balearic Islands and a lot of Alicante province as well as Valencia are going to be getting more rain and more floods and everything. So yeah, this time they're giving you plenty of warning because of what happened last time. You just got a big deluge of rain as well. So yeah, everyone seems to be getting it in Spain, and yeah, it's hanging around this storm Dana, and it's really, really bad, as you can see. Issuing major weather alerts, and they're telling people, you know, expect heavy rain, especially from Wednesday onwards, and very dangerous conditions. And they're letting holiday makers know as well as residents to exercise their caution. In other words, be alert, and yeah, have your wits about you, because yeah, avoid travel if you can, because driving can be dangerous, as you know, with all these treacherous scenes we've seen in Valencia. But yeah, really, really bad. But there is another notice, and just to warn people, there is a scam going, and people are receiving this on their phone from the AEMET weather people, and I reckon the AEMET weather people never ever send out warnings. It's normally the government, and not to open the link, because if you download the link, you're going to get some kind of virus. There's a lot going on in the news, like I said. The golden visa, they were talking about it, and now it's definitely happening. It's definitely getting scrapped. The golden visa is going to be finished in January. For anyone that didn't know about the golden visa, if you had loads of money and you bought a house, more than $500,000, and investment in bonds and things like that in the bank, invested in Spain, you got the rights to just come here and automatically get your residence. And it was like really a little loophole for the millionaires, wasn't it? But yeah, they reckon not many people actually applied for it. But yeah, it's gone. January finished. This other incident is one of many, as you know, and this is from East Midlands Airport from the UK, Ryanair, on the way to Tenerife. And yeah, they reckon a group of rowdy blokes getting a bit excited, and one of them ended up peeing in the aisle on a plane. Can you believe it? Peeing in the aisle on a plane. And it got so bad and rowdy that they had to let the authorities know, and before they landed, the police were already waiting. And yeah, it's just going on all the time, isn't it? All this rowdy people coming out to Spain. I don't know if they're on stag do's or what, but yeah, really, really peed off a lot of people on the plane, as well as him peeing on the plane. So yeah, so he got arrested and detained. I think they let the others off, but he was the main culprit that was causing all the trouble. Well, mind, it was like 6:30 in the morning. 6:30 in the morning, rowdy as hell, and yeah, I can't believe it. These people, 6:30 in the morning, I'm still half asleep. And I'll be rowdy and loud. So yeah, another incident, as I say, involving the Ryanair and normally EasyJet. It's all these cheap flights, isn't it? Going out to the Canary Islands. You got them going to Ibiza, it's always happening and all. Yeah, the next report I'm going to tell you about is a really bad one. Apparently there were 7 monks that were attacked, and they were really bad as well. It was in their monastery on Saturday. 2 of them were really, really badly beaten. I don't know what it is with these people. I just don't get it. They must be on something, surely. You can't go around beating monks up. You can't be beating people up. So yeah, it was really, really horrific attack. And yeah, they're saying that they actually hit this with an old artefact bin and that, because he was screaming at them, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ. Yeah, this all happened in the old Santo Espiritu del Monte Monastery in northern Spain. Just really glad, I reckon there were no guests in the hostel. But yeah, really chaotic scenes. Good news is they caught the person. It was a 46-year-old Spanish resident. The rooms and hitting them with a statue, yeah. So yeah, at least they caught the person. They do catch them, don't they? I do give it to them. They don't mess about. I know he did escape at one time, jumping through the window. But yeah, it was like next 24 hours, they're saying. That's when the old police tracked him down and caught him. It's only just down the road where all the floods were, literally 30 minutes down the road from the devastating floods in Valencia. And then you've got this nutter going around, breaking into the monastery, bashing up monks with old artifacts and bloody statues. Yeah, the other bit of news we got, of course, we already know this, it's happening, I always report on it, but house prices in Spain have reached a all-time level now in October. Saying it's getting unreachable for some people of owning a house in Spain. That because we've had a load of protests again, and yeah, all kicking off again just gone the weekend. There's up to 40,000 people protesting about the tourism. Of course, like I mentioned, not aiming at the tourist people itself, aiming at the government to sort it out. And they all took it to the streets. So yeah, they reckon, yep, there was like over 35,000 people gathered down in Andalusia, and they're marching through the streets into Seville, and they were just all over the place. In Malaga, the protests in Cadiz. So yeah, lots of angry people protesting about the over-tourism. And we've had a lot of little protests, but this was a big, massive one. And you want the government to step up and do something. While this booming's going on, and the house price is 9.6% up on October last year, of people snapping up the property. But yeah, there's one thing weird about Spain. When you buy an house here, it's not compulsory to actually register it. The land registry, it's like an option. So yeah, in Spain, the Castro, and that gives you the grid reference of the property and gives it the proper registry deeds. Once you've got the deeds, you've got the proper registry, and you're actually the official owner, and you've got all the evidence you need in it to prove it's your house. It just seems strange that it's not compulsory. Of course, if you do go through the solicitor, which you would normally, it'd always recommend that you do get it registered, but have the Castro done and get it done all proper. Getting it registered, they're just saying it give you so many benefits and advantages. I mean, they're talking about like if your house is between the value of the average house, apartment or a flat, if you're talking between 150 grand and 600 grand, you're talking about €1,000 to get it proper registered. It's the bottom end, it ain't going to cost you a lot. So yeah, like I say, from 6,000 it's like €24. So yeah, the dearer the house, the more the land registry will cost you. Of course, you're buying a property on a community, it will normally have things that's going to require expenses like street lights, swimming pools, and property maintenance to roads, drains, you know, the usual thing. They put all the stuff down for the cockroaches and, yeah, generally maintain the area, cutting the grass. So you have a big community. So it's called the horizontal property law in Spain. And this is very strict rules, government rule on this. To do with the regulation between the owners and the community president that's set out, which the way he gets elected and what is all involved basically. When they have a committee meeting, everything's got to be put down in minutes, and of course where you have to elect the admin to run the fees and the cost of the urbanisation. So yeah, the horizontal property law is really good, so it stops these urbanisations taking liberties. cases, they're not always Spanish, the presidents. You'll probably find a lot of the presidents on these urbanisations are actually English, but they're the people that you go to, and if you've got any problems with any street lights or any problems with neighbours and you're not happy with the neighbours, you go to them and you report it to them, and they can get denounced. And normally if you get 3 denouncers, which are 3 complaints against a person on the urbanisation, they can actually get them kicked off. Pretty good the way the law is in Spain with this horizontal property law, because it does you know, keep control of what they're supposed to do and what they're not. So like the way the president can't just do what he wants, he's got to go by the law that are written out and detailed in the sections. His job is also to represent the community in court if you have to go to the court, because some cases you get people doing illegal builds, and yeah, it can involve court cases. People think you buy a property in Spain and just do what you want on it. Of course, the president and the committee all voted for every year. They have a vote on it, and they're responsible for signing all the contracts and the fees and everything. And of course the community will have a vote on any new projects. So if you have new projects, you bring them to the committee every year, and then they'll have a vote on what the budget's going to cost, and where the community agrees whether to go on with it. It's not anyone can be a president. They've got to be voted. They've got to be living on the community, and they've got to be an house owner. They can't just come here and rent a property. Yeah, so living on there and must own their own property. And then the next step is whether they get voted on the committee. And of course, you get committee members as well that go on the committee to help. But it's not a paid job. It's a voluntary job. It's just to make your urbanisation a lot better. So yeah, you won't get paid for being on the committee. Our president, he can't just resign, you know, no, you can't just resign from the position. Yeah, that is one of the rules. You're not allowed to resign at all, unless he's really, really ill or got a disability. So there, he has to stick the job out until he, of course, comes up to the vote. Yeah, if you do live on a community, like I said, you be careful when you do buy property, because some community fees can vary from €200 up to €2,000. Yeah, so yeah, I'll always check that out first, community fees. But you can buy a property that don't live on a community, it can just be on roads, but you will find these roads will probably end up having rubbish dumped down the sides and not looked after. Yeah, that's community president and committee. So like I say, we've got a bit more other news going on. Yeah, lovely here, isn't it, eh? It's only 11 o'clock and look at it. Like I say, it won't be like this for the next few days. This big cold drop, yeah, it's going to be a shock to the system. There's a bit of other bad news as well. Monday they did find a body along the canal that passes up by San Miguel there, 8 o'clock on a Friday morning. They're not sure if it was like someone jogging along, because it's very popular for people that are joggers and cyclists and everything like that. But yeah, the police pulled the body out, and the old bombarderos, the fire brigade, were out, and they're not sure if he had fallen in there by accident and drowned, but they see the body floating on top, and they reckon it got to be checked for any violent injuries or anything like that before they can release any more further information. The canal restricted for cars and everything, and yeah, popular route for the fitness people jogging and trotting along. So they've got to check it all out, make sure he didn't die from any violent injuries. But we have got a bit of other news here in Spain, because it must be the end of summer, because they've started taking all the beach huts off now, all the beach bars. I noticed yesterday Playa and some along the Costa, so all the beach bars are getting removed now. They don't normally come back. The beach bars and umbrellas and and all that, the sun lounges, they don't normally come back just around Easter time. So yep, must be over, mustn't it, the old summer? But not here. Look at that blue sky, amazing. Yeah, well, I've got to show you this. You've got to let me know what you think of this. Look at this person here on his scooter. It's absolutely crazy. You couldn't make it up, could you? I thought it was a prank, but no, it's real. Yes, even you can see going along, trying to balance this on his scooter. He even stops at the roundabout. Unbelievable. You just couldn't make it up, could you? So yeah, I don't know what the police would do if they caught him doing this. Oh, I don't know. lock him up, I think. You've got to be a complete nutter. Yeah, let us know what you think of this person, because yeah, it's just ain't normal, is it? Hey, you wouldn't be going along on a scooter, balancing a settee. What next? Yeah, that's a little roundup of the news we've got this week. Like I say, big warnings about the Dana, and yeah, it's not gone yet, and Valencia, Andalusia, Balearic Islands, and not forget the Murcia, Cartagena, they reckon, is on the list, and Luca, so all parts of Murcia. Basically, a lot of parts of Spain are on a big high alert as well, so we're getting good warnings now, and it might not be as bad as the other one, but yet we're projecting heavy flooding and rain. So yeah, it's not going away, is it, eh? Coming out to Spain and you've booked a little holiday, just make sure that you bring your coats and your umbrellas. But today's 21, 22, it feels a lot hotter than that, but they do reckon the next few days could be as low as 17 degrees. Yeah, so yeah, 17 degrees, that's cold for us Spanish people. So yeah, let us know what you think about all the news today, the golden visa and the nutter on the scooter. Remember, if you get any text messages from AEMET, the weather people, they're scams, and do not open them, because once you start opening their messages, you're going to end up downloading a file, and yeah, be warned. So give a comment below and give us a like, and if it's your first time at the channel, stay tuned, because we've got more news coming. Oh, by the way, we're off to Benidorm tomorrow.